You're watching Alabama's WVUA News at 6.
I'm Janie Wallace in for Philip Coleman.
And I'm Lynn Brooks. Tonight on WVUA News at 6. After more than a decade, a popular party store is closing up shop, but that does not mean the party is over.
Plus, a new cruise line may be headed to Alabama's coast.
But first, breaking news out of Tuscaloosa County. Brookwood police are on the hunt tonight for a bank robber. According to Police Chief Randy Kazaya, it happened at the Regions Bank on Highway 216. Kazaya says a white man walked into the bank and then passed a note to a bank teller asking for money. This man left with an undisclosed amount of money. Kazaya says the FBI is now investigating this case. The good news is no one was hurt. If you have information, call your local police department. Of course, Alabama's home team WVUA has a crew on the scene. We will bring you the very latest information as soon as it becomes available to us.
Now tonight's top story, the right to openly carry firearms. Some who carry firearms openly feel they have become unfair targets of law enforcement.
But law enforcement officials say that right does come with responsibility. WVUA's Victoria Sheehan caught up with a statewide open carry group who met today here in Tuscaloosa.
Citizens of Alabama have a right that shall not be infringed, and that right is to carry a weapon, to possess weapons, and carry them in defense of theirself and their state.
Eddie Fulmer is a member of Alabama Open Carry, a group who believes protecting the constitutional right to bear arms openly is also protecting the right to self-defense.
And if a bad guy comes in, we call them BGs. If the BGs come in, hopefully they'll just look and they'll say, oh, that guy's got a weapon over there, and things may not go as good for me as I want them to.
Nobody is going to be in a position to intervene for you. So we do still have to provide for our own defense.
The group meets regionally every few weeks to help inform people of their right to carry a firearm openly.
We know carrying a weapon is not for everybody. It never will be, but I feel perfectly comfortable with it. And everywhere I go, I carry my weapon open. And it's really a liberating thing for me. It's like, yes, I'm free. I'm really free.
Chief Anderson agrees it is a right to carry, but there are certain restrictions and responsibilities that go along with carrying an open firearm.
We're expected to enforce the laws, and we're expected to check suspicious people. I expect officers to do that. So if someone is out there carrying a firearm openly in a public place or business, I expect my officers to go out there and make contact with those individuals to ensure that they're not up to any criminal activity.
Anderson says if you are carrying a firearm openly, you should expect attention from law enforcement.
If they don't want to have to deal with law enforcement, then maybe they should consider getting a permit to carry a weapon concealed or not carrying a weapon openly at all. Because we're going to do our job, and that's part of our job, whether they like it or not. It's part of our job. And we're going to be polite and professional when we do that.
Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Victoria Sheehan, WVUA News.
According to Chief Anderson, there are two main laws that help define restrictions on open carry laws. One prohibits people from carrying firearms on property that's not their own. Another prohibits certain people, like convicted criminals, from carrying firearms.
Local business and community leaders paid special recognition to Tuscaloosa City Schools' new superintendent. The Chamber of Commerce in West Alabama and the Rotary Club of Tuscaloosa hosted a special lunch today for Dr. Paul McKendrick. Dr. McKendrick was the guest speaker at the luncheon. McKendrick said business leaders have played an important role in helping the schools recover since April's storms.
I think they already are, whether you're looking at contributions that they're giving, such as that, which we've received since April 27th, or as some of the points that I mentioned, as volunteers in schools, as partnerships in schools, hiring students and preparing students, or us preparing students for them.
Dr. McKendrick will officially start on September 1st.
Birthdays, Halloween, Christmas parties, you name it. Tuscaloosa's Party Makers has been helping people celebrate for years. But now Party Makers is closing its store that's been in downtown Tuscaloosa for more than a decade. Owner Michael Lambert says revenue has been decreasing for the past 4 years, and it's not paying the bills to keep the store open. Although the downtown store is closing, the Lamberts tell us they will continue their online store. The Lamberts say they have a plan so that local shoppers can continue buying their favorite party items.
We're going to try to let the local people order from us, and if they'll just put a comment on the order, that they would like to pick it up at our warehouse, we're going to have it packed and bagged for them, and we'll take off the shipping.
The Lamberts say they plan to close August 10th and be out of the building by the end of the month.
Finding comfort after a disaster can be difficult, especially for children, and that's why one Tuscaloosa boy is handing out furry friends to some little ones. It's called Operation Teddy Bear, and today they were at Central Church of Christ in Tuscaloosa, giving away stuffed animals to children in the neighborhood. It was started by 10-year-old William Eady. William's mother said he wanted to help children affected by the storms get a new friend to hold on to as they recover from the disaster.
In our room, okay?
Any act of kindness to a child is very worthwhile. They remember it, they love it, you see the smile on their face. They receive something today, they get to go home and share it with their siblings, with their moms and dads. It's a very welcomed gift to them.
So far, nearly 4,000 teddy bears have been given away. Now you can learn more about Operation Teddy Bear, including where to donate, just by going to Facebook and searching Operation Teddy Bear Tuscaloosa.
You may soon be able to set out on a new adventure from Alabama's coast. Mobile City leaders are heading to Miami to court a new cruise line. This comes just as Carnival Cruise Line is preparing to pull out of Mobile in October. Officials blame high fuel costs and the inability to raise ticket prices. No word on which line they are targeting. Miami is home to Carnival Cruise Lines, Royal Caribbean International, and Norwegian Cruise Line.